Other privileges and incentives for PWD and prohibitions on ridicule and vilification against PWD. Other privileges and incentives for PWD and prohibitions on ridicule and vilification. Other privileges and incentives for PWD. Please note, the following benefits and privileges are available only to PWD who are Filipino citizens upon submission of any proof of his/her entitlement thereto, subject to the guidelines issued by the NCWDP in coordination with DSWD, DOH, and DILG. Discounts from all establishments. At least 20% discount from all establishments relative to the utilization of all services in hotels and similar lodging establishments, restaurants, and recreation centers for the exclusive use or enjoyment of persons with disability. Admission fees privilege. A minimum of at least 20% discount on admission fees charged by theaters, cinema houses, and concert halls, circuses, carnivals, and other similar places of culture, leisure, and amusement, such as but not limited to museum, exhibit halls, fairs, parks, like theme parks, shall be granted for the exclusive use or enjoyment of PWD. Medical and dental privileges in government facilities. The PWD shall be provided at least 20% discounts on medical and dental services in all government facilities, subject to guidelines to be issued by DOH in coordination with PhilHealth. Medical and dental privileges in private facilities. The PWD shall be provided at least 20% discounts on medical and dental services in all private hospitals and medical facilities, subject to guidelines to be issued by DOH in coordination with PhilHealth. Air and sea transportation privileges. At least 20% discounts in fare for domestic, air, and sea travel based on the actual fare except promotional fare. If the promotional fare discount is higher than 20% discounts privilege, the PWD may choose the promotional fare and should no longer be entitled to the 20% discounts privilege. Land transportation privileges. At least 20% discounts in bus fares, such as ordinary aircon fares, and all public railways, such as LRT, MRT, PNR, and such similar infrastructure that will be constructed, established, and operated by public or private entity. Educational privileges. educational assistance to PWD for them to pursue primary, secondary, tertiary, post-tertiary, as well as vocational or technical education in both public and private schools. Provided that the PWD shall meet the minimum admission requirements set by the DepEd, CHED, TESDA, and other entities engaged in the grant of scholarship and financial assistance for the education of PWD. Benefits and privileges for retirees with disability. To the extent practicable and feasible, the PWD shall be granted for the continuance of the same benefits and privileges given by the GSIS, SSS, and Pag-ibig, as the case may be, or as enjoyed by those in actual service. Express lane privileges. Express lanes for PWD shall be provided in all private, commercial, and government establishments. In the absence thereof, priority shall be given to them in all the transactions of the establishments. LGUs shall ensure that this provision is implemented within their area of jurisdiction. Source RA 9442, an Act amending Republic Act No. 7277, otherwise known as the Magna Carta for Persons with Disability, and the website of NCDA, which is ncda.gov.ph. Prohibitions on verbal, non-verbal ridicule and vilification against PWD. Deliverance from public ridicule. Public ridicule is defined as an act of making fun or contemptuous imitating or making mockery of persons with disability, whether in writing or in words or in action due to their impairments. Ridicule in Tagalog is pangungutya, panlalait, panlilibak, alipustahin, tawanan. The following constitutes acts of public ridicule: making fun of a person on account of his/her disability, even through jokes in a manner that is degrading, resulting to the embarrassment of the person with disability in front of two or more persons. Making mockery of a person with disability, whether in oral or in writing. Imitating a person with disability in public gatherings, stage shows, carnivals, television shows, broadcast media, and other forms of entertainments that are offensive to the rights and dignity of PWD or any other similar acts. No individual, group, or community shall execute any of these acts of ridicule against PWD in any time and place which could intimidate or result in loss of self-esteem of the latter. Deliverance from vilification. Vilification is defined as the utterance of slanderous and abusive statements against a person with disability, such as, but not limited to, calling a person by his disability in public, which results to humiliation, using the disability of a person as an example in a manner that is embarrassing and humiliating to the dignity of persons with disability. An activity in public which incites hatred towards serious contempt for or severe ridicule of persons with disability. Vilification in Tagalog is paninira, siraan ng puri, o manira ng kapwa. Any individual, group, or community is hereby prohibited from vilifying any person with disability which could result in loss of self-esteem or the latter. Any person who violates shall suffer the following penalties. For the first violation, a fine of not less than 50,000 pesos, but not exceeding 100,000, or imprisonment of not less than 6 months, but not more than 6 years, or both, at the discretion of the court. For any subsequent violation, a fine of not less than 100,000 pesos, but not exceeding 200,000, or imprisonment for not less than 2 years, but not more than 6 years, or both, at the discretion of the court. If the violator is a corporation, organization, or any similar entity, the officials thereof directly involved shall be liable therefor. If the violator is an alien or a foreigner, he shall be deported immediately after service of sentence without further deportation proceedings. Source is RA 9442, an act amending Republic Act No. 7277, otherwise known as the Magna Carta for Persons with Disability, and the website ncda.gov.ph. Thanks for watching! Autism is a journey we never planned, but we sure do love our tour guide. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Awesome Martins!